going to Weehawken! Hi guys, we are in Weehawken, New Jersey. We are right in front of where Alexander Hamilton fell when Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr were doing the duel. The Hamilton-Burr Duel, July 11th, 1804. The most famous duel in American history took place on this date at the dueling grounds in Weehawken between political rivals General Alexander Hamilton and sitting Vice President of the United States, Colonel Aaron Burr. Hamilton fell mortally wounded and died the next day in New York City. Tragically, Hamilton's son Philip had also met his death here in a duel in 1801. So can you guess who we're talking about today? You guessed it right! Alexander Hamilton! Sophie, did you know that Alexander lived in the Caribbean? He was actually born in the Caribbean, and his father moved away in his early ages, and his mother died. He became an orphan. Isn't that crazy? That's so sad. Yeah, I know. I wish he could spend some more time with his parents. Yeah. Actually, I want to add on to that. He was born in Nevis, which is in the Caribbean, on January 11th, and the year is unknown. It's either 1755 or 1757. Okay, so, Sophie, I have another fact to share with you. Alexander Hamilton lived on a ship in the Caribbean, and his boss got sick, and then he ran the company all by himself because his boss moved away because he became sick, and Alexander ran the company all by himself. And then a really powerful hurricane struck the island, and Alexander wrote a dramatic letter about it that was published in the newspaper, and some wealthy men were so impressed that they sent Alexander to a college in America. Oh wow, so I'm gonna read what the recent hurricane said. The roaring of the sea and wind, the crash of the falling houses, and the ear-piercing shrieks of the distressed were sufficient to strike astonishment into angels. Wow, that's a really good letter. Yeah, and I loved how he actually put the details of like what he heard, like when the sea and winds, like the crash of the falling houses, and like the ear-piercing shrieks. I really like how he added like those good details inside. While in New York, he enrolled in Princeton University and asked to study at a faster pace, but Princeton refused. So he decided to go to Columbia University. Wow, that's crazy. I wonder why a university would decline an offer for better learning. That's something to think about. Yeah, we should learn about that. Yeah. Alexander Hamilton helped in the late stages of the Battle of Yorktown and helped defeat the British. And he also loved to drill his soldiers. He loved to make them train, and he loved military. That is so cool. Did you know Hamilton wrote 51 of the 85 essays known as the Federalist Papers, written with James Madison and John Jay? These papers were created to explain and convince the need to adopt the U.S. Constitution. Whoa! Sophie, did you know that Alexander Hamilton was known as a founding father because of his many accomplishments? Wow, that is so cool. He was the Secretary of Treasury. He That's so cool. Hey, Vivaan, did you know that Alexander Hamilton wasn't only the Secretary of the Treasury, he also founded the first bank of the U.S. Wow, that is so cool. That is so cool, right? So now I'm going to show you, do you know, a quick quiz. Do you know what's different about Alexander Hamilton and the rest of the people there on the bills? Let's see. Let's take a quick look. What's on here? No, I don't see anything. Well, as you can see, you know how Alexander Hamilton's head is looking like this way? Yeah. And the rest to the left, and the other president's heads are looking to the right. Yep. So where their head is pointing to is different. Yeah, that's so cool. The reason why we are here in Weehawken is because Aaron Burr challenged Hamilton to a duel, and Hamilton died. And as you can see, Hamilton's rock where he died and his statue is right here. And all of us honor him for his genius that helped shape our country. So, let me tell you what led up to the duel. So, George Washington was president, and then John Adams became president, but on the third election, Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Burr tied. So, Hamilton went to a party and said that Burr was dangerous because he thought that Jefferson was a bad choice, but Burr was worse. So, he favored Jefferson over Burr by saying Burr was dangerous at a party. So then, Burr lost the election. Burr wrote Hamilton an angry letter and then said that and Hamilton refused to apologize. So, Burr challenged Hamilton to a duel. On the day of the duel, Hamilton wrote a goodbye letter to his wife, just in case. Correct, Vivaan, but not only did he speak bad about Aaron Burr when he was running for presidency, he also spoke bad about Aaron Burr when he was running for New York governor. And then on July 11th, 1804 in Weehawken, New Jersey, that's where we are right now, the deadly duel occurred. And then the next day he died. The next day in New York City in the Trinity Church. And he's buried in the Trinity Church with his wife Eliza. We honor him today because he's a founding father and he helped our country be the way that he is, and his genius still lives on today. Even if he isn't alive, his genius still lives on. Yep. So please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and show the rest of your family so we become famous. Don't forget to like. Do this, 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 do this.